Hello everyone, welcome to Beauty Mundo. I am Christine Nicole. I work as a makeup artist based in Dallas. Today, my friends, I have a great video for you. If your skin is dry, thirsty, you are dying for a savior, then this is for you because I will be sharing the top 5 foundations that will save your skin this winter. But I will be sharing my overall #1 pick at the very end. So get your list ready. You won't want to miss a single second, and let's get to it. First up, we have the IT CC cream. This little beauty here, definitely not a stranger to the cosmetic world. It retails for $49. You are going to get full coverage with this one. Take note that they have an illuminating one, a nude glow one. There's four different types. Oh, and a matte one. So if your skin is more on the oily side, which today we're not talking about that. We're talking about dry. So they have 4 different ones, but this one is for full coverage. It has an anti-aging serum built into it. The brand actually, if you look on the box, it says that they partner with dermatologists and plastic surgeons to create and cultivate the best ingredients. The owner, if you guys didn't know how it started, she started the brand because she has really terrible rosacea, and she felt like there was nothing quite on the market that made her skin look flawless, like skin, right? Not too heavy and cakey, but covered really well. Thus, a little baby was born. I recommend this to so many of my clients who, again, have dry skin. Like I said, there's multiple different ones, but even the classic, this is the first one that they came out with, it does wonders if your skin is normal to dry or even very dry. Again, gonna give you that amazing coverage, a lot of anti-aging and hydrating benefits. Of course, we notice, hi, can we see this? SPF 50. Not saying that you can't wear your sunscreen, like you still want to do your sunscreen, okay? But a little extra always goes a long way. So we love her. It is, it's it. Your skin, but better. Color correcting, full coverage cream. Oh, it's so good. They also expanded their color range. So before, when it first started, it was like maybe 8 shades, and now there's a whole heck of a lot more. So go give it a try if you haven't already. The next one, definitely. She's very famosa in the beauty community, okay? Miss Luminous Silk. Now, I would say the only con to her, she retails for $69. Ugh. Armani, why do you have to do this to us? But she's been an award winner. Seriously, this foundation has been an Allure Award winner for over 20 years. I used to work for Armani Beauty, and the clientele for him is usually about 40 plus. What makes this so unique is if you are someone with texture, fine lines, or even deep set wrinkles, this is built with something called microfill technology. And so what that does is it helps the foundation lay really flat onto the skin, so it blends seamlessly. It's a medium, it's like up to medium coverage. It starts out somewhat sheer, but you can add more. you're not gonna get a lot of coverage. If coverage is a concern for you, something like the It is gonna be more towards what you would need. But if you want something that is going to give you an incredible glow, that is hydrating, has up to an 8-hour wear, and that will not settle into your fine lines or wrinkles. I'm telling you guys, I've put this on, I mean, some of these like sweet old ladies that would come to the counter, they're like in their 80s, okay? And it looked amazing. This is the type of foundation that you want to use when you want to look polished. You're not really concerned with color correcting. You don't have a lot of brown spots or rosacea or anything like that. You want to even out your skin, but you still want it to look very natural. You want it to have that glow, polished, a little bit more elevated than your normal skin, but nothing too heavy. Oh my God. They have, I mean, they've even extended their shade range, but Armani has always actually been really, really great at having a really wide shade range. But it's not even so much, a lot of people are coming out now with like, oh, 40 shades, 50 shades. It's not even so much that you have so many shades, but the tones and the undertones are what's really, really huge. And his brand knocks it out of the park. They're really, I mean, his clientele was of every, I mean, I help people of every ethnicity. Women from Bangladesh, a lot of Asian women from overseas would come in and buy his stuff. I'm in Dallas, so of course, a lot of white women, black women, and I mean, just every ethnicity and age that you can think of. Younger girls sometimes, because they're like, oh, so-and-so celebrity wears it, but every age and every ethnicity. And I never struggled color matching someone. So that is a huge, huge plus and a big part of research and development, making sure that you're having those types of pigments available, which I feel like a lot of brands really, really struggle with. Myself, obviously, as a makeup artist, that can be really hard, but even just me, my racial background is all over the place, and so it can actually be really hard sometimes. Colors are too yellow, or they're too peach, or they look too olive. They go from light, but then the next one is like way too dark. So it is, like I said, the con is the price, but they make such an incredible product where if you are someone who you really struggle finding a color match and you want to look natural, you don't want things to be settling into any lines or texture, give this a try. Please, please give it a try. Like I said, it's been an award winner forever. It's like never not going to be a makeup artist top pick, a community, like beauty community top pick, because she's so great. She's so, just chef's kiss, Armani. Her little Luminous Silk, she's so good. Also, it's a water base. So if you're someone who wants a water-based foundation too. This foundation, I actually really don't see anyone talk about, but I love the brand, and I bought this for my honeymoon last year. It is from Hourglass, and it is their Ambient Glow, soft Ambient Soft Glow Foundation. Now, it retails for $58. Again, it's luxury brand. It's actually what I'm wearing today. My skin, you guys, we are having a winter kind of, I wouldn't say a storm, but an unusual, we have snow right now, okay, in Dallas. So we have snow. It's really cold and dry. My skin is so, it is so dry right now, you guys. I have no powder on. I didn't even put setting powder underneath my concealer, which if anything, that is what I usually always do. I have no powder on because my skin is thirsty, like so bad. So this gives a normally when my skin is balanced, I'm combo. So I get really dry in my cheek area, and then my forehead is a lot more oily. But even this, when my skin is a little bit more, like if I wear this during late spring, early summer, it could be a little bit like extra dewy, okay? So very glowy. But right now during winter, and just in general, if your skin is just, you're like, Chrissy, it could be August, okay, dead smack middle of summer, my skin is still bone dry, you will be obsessed with the glow that this gives. And I love a dewy look. Obviously, Texas during summer, there's like, but sometimes I'll just like do like just a little drip drop and mix it in with one of my matte foundations, because I think when you have more glowy skin, you look more youthful, you look fresh, not wet, okay? I don't want wet looking skin, but when it's like has a little bit of that glow and dewiness, you just look like it looks more healthy, and like give me that Hailey Bieber skin all day long, okay? And this foundation will definitely give you that. I also applaud them on their skin tones, like the color range. And like I said, not necessarily, because they don't have that much. I want to say they have around 30 shades, which doesn't sound like a lot now. But like I said, it's not so much just about, oh, there's 50 shades, there's 60 shades, there's 80 shades. It's about the undertones that people are being mindful about. And this just, I mean, it matches me. Like, obviously these lights, oh my God, are making me look really pale, but I swear it's like a perfect match. If you are returning to my channel, or hi, if you're here for the first time, this is not the usual. I am filming in my kitchen. You can see our little dining table. The hubs is, hey babe. Hey, what's going on? I am in the community space right now because the power went out on that side of the apartment, which is where, like behind this door with the little heart, that's my beauty room. And so that's where I normally film. However, there is no power. So until we can get a new, babe, do we need a whole new breaker?
Yeah, the actual breaker.
Like we need like a whole, they have to like order a part, and it's like a whole deal. So you guys might see me here filming for like a couple of weeks, I don't know. But this light is like, I feel like that was very long-winded, but I am not this pálida, okay? Like, I'm not this pálida. This is a really, really good foundation match. And like I said, it's hard. It's really hard. Even though I'm in the light to medium range, you'd think it wouldn't be, but like I said, with my undertone, it can just be difficult. And their color ranges and their undertones are beautiful. It is medium, and I feel like it is a true medium coverage. I have a lot of texture. My skin is not smooth. This is a good camera, and it makes it look that way, okay? I don't use a filter, but this is just a good camera. My skin is not smooth. I do have a lot of texture. I never really had acne, but for whatever reason, I just have a lot of texture. And this really smooths over that. So if you have more texture, if you have more wrinkles, this is another great option depending on what your concern is. If you're, again, this video is for dry, but more than just dry, if you have a lot of texture, this will smooth it out, but it gives better coverage than the Armani. The Armani, sometimes I did feel that was a little bit of a challenge, that I would have to add like a lot of concealer here, there, and wherever on clients if they had a lot of discoloration. So this gives you maximum glow. It gives amazing coverage without being too thick. Oh my gosh, up to a 16-hour wear. Hourglass, they just did it. They just did it. Like, I don't know why not a lot of people talk about this, because it is a incredible foundation. Next up, we definitely have a newcomer, but she has like come up, okay? This little chiquita is like making a name for herself in the beauty community. And at the very end of last year, after watching a fellow makeup artist channel talk about how she really loved it, I said, okay, let me give this a whirl. HAUS Labs, the Triclone foundation. This is definitely more at a friendlier price point. It retails for $49 and it is an Allure Award winner. It won its Reader's Choice Award for 2024. So that's really great. Oh, don't mind these cats if you heard that, okay? So it won the Reader's Choice. So obviously that's a huge deal. When Allure gives out awards, of course they hold a lot of weight, but for me, hearing things like Best of Beauty or Reader's Choice, it's like, okay, it's loved by the community, not just pros and people who wear makeup all the time. This is such a great foundation for anyone. Oh my God, I'm so impressed. Lady Gaga, can I just tell you how impressed? I've been doing makeup for 16 years, okay? 2025, this will be my 17th year doing makeup. I've used a lot of brands, okay? This and everything I've used, bronzer, concealer, blush, highlighter. I mean, I am so impressed. She uses skincare. It said it had over 20 skincare ingredients that is packed in here, which, like, we love that. Obviously, yes, same like with the CC, it has SPF. You still need to use SPF. Okay, you're still gonna wanna use skincare for this, but it helps block against environmental stressors, blue light, so many different things. I would say my only con to this is you have to shake it like really well. Otherwise, I feel like it can sit on top of my skin and it doesn't look like it's like blended into my skin. So that's like the only con, where sometimes I forget to shake it and then I'm like, oh, why does it not look like it's like getting in, like it's not laying down flat the way that I want it to. Not a huge, I mean, like that's not a huge con, but just something that like, why do we have to like be sitting there before you use it? Like, hey, you get a little arm workout, you know? I will commend not just the formula, up to a medium buildable coverage, and it does give great coverage. I don't think anything as far as, obviously it was full coverage, so you're going to get the most like boom, instantly out the gate, first pump. It's gonna be a lot more denser. It's gonna be a lot more, the consistency is gonna be a lot thicker because it is full coverage. But This does give really great coverage, and she also has an amazing skin tone and undertone range. I'm telling you, Lady Gaga, whoever you hired, all of the people developing and creating your brand, like, my hat off to you, girl, because it's a wonderful brand from someone who's not even a makeup artist. So sometimes it could just be a little bit harder. Obviously, you yourself haven't worked on, like, she hasn't worked on a plethora of people doing makeup and has that in the back of her mind. But it's still obviously something that is a main focus for her, that she, even though she's never done other people's makeup, like, she clearly still thinks about it, because she has just, her makeup knocks it out of the park. And this foundation, I mean, the hype is real, y'all. Like, it is real. If you have not tried it, you need to. Like, I waited so long because I just thought, okay, you know, it's like social media. I feel like one blogger, creator, influencer, whatever, loves something, and then people just love them, so they go out and get it. But I'm like, okay, I tried. I'm like, the hype is not real. No, it is so real with this Triclone foundation. So head over to Sephora. It's only in Sephora. You can't get it at a Nordstrom or an Ulta or anything like that. Sephora exclusive. Go try it. You will be so happy. Your skin will thank you. The last foundation I no longer currently have, but I used that baby up to the last pump, and that was the NARS Advanced, it's like light reflecting, let me see, check my notes, light reflecting, it's like advanced skincare foundation. So great. Another one that has skincare infused. It also helps with blue light. It also helps with calming stressed out skin, which, you know, just these days, like, who isn't? Like, let's just be real. I want to be. That's something I'm definitely trying to work on this year. Letting go of my berrinches. Letting go of control. I can't control everything. Don't get so stressed out. It's not the end of the world. But we all get stressed. So why not have a foundation that's going to help you with it? It won the Allure Best of Beauty for 2022. When it came out, you guys, it took everything by storm. And I actually think it was probably an inspiration for a lot of other foundations that came out, adding that skincare to it. And it's at a great price. It's at $54. So not too expensive. The fact that you get your skincare built in with it, and NARS has always been really great at having a wide range. I think they excel in the medium tan to very deep. Like, if you're tanner than me, up to very deep, that's a really great brand. I would say maybe the only con is if you're really fair, if you're porcelain and you have more of a rosy undertone. In my experience from when I've looked at their foundations and sold makeup, when I've sold it in like Nordstrom and trying to use different shades for customers, it was a little bit hard when you reach that fair to porcelain range. It could just be a little bit more difficult. But if you are someone like me and you're a little bit deeper, like I said, this white shirt, like all these lights and everything, they're making me look a little, and it's winter, okay? So maybe I am just like a little pálida. But, you know, I'm Greek and Mexican. Like, I can get color, okay? So don't let the winter shade fool you, okay? I can get color. So especially if you are in that deeper section, you definitely need to head over. Luckily, NARS is really sold almost everywhere. I don't know if they have it at Macy's, but for sure Nordstrom, they sell it at Ulta, they do sell it at Sephora too. So it's a brand that's definitely a lot easier to find. So run to your local store and go check out the NARS. Like I said, it's not one I have right now, but it definitely had to be put on this list because I was so upset. Listen, I can't buy everything all at once, okay? Like, I'm not at the point where they're sending me this all for free. This is coming out of my own pocket. So these 1, 2, 3, these 4 foundations, like, I think that's a lot for a person to have in their rotation. So I don't have it right now, but it is definitely worth giving it a go, and go to your local store and check it out. Okay, that is all for our foundations that are gonna save your skin this winter. I'm just saying, if you have dry skin, these are all such great picks. My skin gets just extra. Like I said, it's always kind of, you know, it's a little more on the dry than oily, but during winter, it like cries. It cries out to me for extra moisture. So you guys are gonna love these. Now, my top pick is kind of a tie. So my personal favorite is the Hourglass. Oh my gosh, it was so hard for me to hold this until the end, to be like, I love this so much. Like I said, the coverage, the glow, the undertone, it has just such great coverage, but it's not heavy or cakey or too thick, and it just gives the most gorgeous glow. Oh my God, I'm so glad that I was just wandering around Ulta and said, you know what, I've never tried this. Let me give this a go. And this 6.5, it's a hair dark right now in the winter, but honestly, it's like a perfect match. But my top pick as far as for a consumer, I think the best brand is going to be HAUS Labs. And this is my pro pick for consumers because it has great coverage. It has the, my gosh, I'm blinking, the skincare infused and the color range. Some people might struggle with the Hourglass because there's just not as many shades, but with the HAUS Labs, I mean, I will be shocked. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you've tried any of these. If you haven't tried this and you want to try it, leave me a comment. Let me know what shade you found, because I would be shocked if, no matter how porcelain you are, medium, light medium, medium tan, deep, very deep, I would be very shocked if you couldn't find a shade that worked for your skin tone, because she just really has knocked it out of the park with her undertones. So my personal favorite, and then the top pick for anyone that I don't want to say clients, like you guys aren't my clients, but like you kind of are. Like I'm trying to recommend, like I'm treating you, trying to guide you like you were in my makeup chair. So this would be my top pick for a client. And let me know in the comments what you have tried. If any of these are on your list, I want to hear from you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and being with me in my cocina. We'll see how many videos I have to film here in the kitchen. But thank you again so much, and Until the next one, my darlings, make sure to share. If you haven't already subscribed, what are you doing? Hi, let's be virtual BFFs, okay? So subscribe, share this with a friend. But until next time, remember that you are the magic behind the makeup. I'll see you soon. Mwah! Thanks again. Toodaloo!